Um, I feel like I need to kind of just externalize my thoughts and emotions somewhere. Um, because I've been kind of like just keeping them to myself and just like kind of cycling on different things and different possibilities. And yeah, just overall just feeling really alone. Um, I've discovered over the past few years that I am autistic, and for a very long time, in any connections or friendships I would have, I would mask or people please or try so desperately to fit in a world that doesn't make sense. And I've very much felt those masks lifting over the years and feeling like I can express and I can be myself. But with that, I feel like comes a lot of people having the perception that, like, oh, you've changed. Oh, you're actually this way. Oh, you were fake. And I feel like there's a lot more nuance to it than that. I feel chronically misunderstood, but I know an important part of healing that for me is to kind of just express myself, regardless of perceived judgment, but knowing that like it's true to myself and my journey and why I feel like I'm here, and what I have to share about that. I feel like I've just like searched and searched and searched for that like best friend or that person that I can share all of myself with, and I have not found that. I get under this delusion or this limerence that like, oh, this is the person, they really like me, they like I can feel safe with them, and then to realize that even after knowing people for years and bearing my soul, that people will only see what they want to see. And sometimes people will have rose-colored glasses and only want you as a fair weather friend, if that makes sense. I'm a very deeply emotional and deep feeling person. And that scares me so much, to try and make connections with people, because the things that I share and the person that I am and the mistakes that I've made, a lot of people will distort that and portray it to other people as I'm a bad person. I don't really understand when people who have made detrimental mistakes themselves or have their own flaws go around and call other people bad people so callously. I just really wish that the empathy I feel like I've given to other people with their flaws was returned. I do feel maybe that's why I tend to be so empathetic towards people who have gone through extreme traumas or made tremendous mistakes. I feel like I've made some pretty big mistakes. I don't feel like personally any of them make me a bad person. But then again, I have the full perspective and the lens on the things that happened and that I do. I just sometimes wish that when people come to conclusions that they would care more about the context, because the context really, really does matter at the end of the day. I feel like a lot of people have acted as some kind of like savior to me. Like they see the way that I am as like naive or flawed, or I feel like they can help fix that in me or humble me in some way. I just really don't need that. I just really just want like friends. I just really want friends. And I feel like the culture, especially online, has become so like grind set and dog eat dog and, you know, like get them before they get you kind of thing. And I'm just so tired. And I don't want to make the mistake of self-harming or trying to quit the game or anything ever again. But I do feel like there's just like a lot stored in there that I need to express. And while therapy is great, it's like so short. It's like in and out, and I feel like I've just been storing away like years and years of pain that I need to talk about. And as awkward as it, you know, feels for me and probably for other people watching, to be so vulnerable in such a public way, I feel like it does help me to kind of like process through it. Because I feel like I just keep burdening people in conversation. It just kind of comes out. Like I trauma dump. I don't mean to, but it's like the way my brain associates things. It's hard to just lock it up, or continue to lock it up rather. It's kind of like the past years I've just kind of been externalizing it, talking about it on the stream, whatever, like a little bit callously, like not really like intentionally, sometimes intentionally, because I feel like it's important for people going through similar things to know that they're not alone in these feelings. But just ultimately, I'm very grateful for the happy memories and the experiences that I've had with people. But I'm very much grieving, like, a lot of things. I don't know, I just wanted to make this, to kind of like externalize what I'm feeling right now in some way. If it's bothering you, you obviously don't have to watch it. But I just want to, yeah, kind of do like a little bit of a video diary to kind of keep myself accountable with not self-harming anymore and just like talking about the things that lead me to those feelings a little bit. So if you watched and you care, thank you. I appreciate you. If this is bothering you, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to put more negativity out there. Any judgment you might have of me is likely like a projection of things that you've experienced. So I have spent too much of my life judging myself. So I'm really just gonna just kind of let things be what they are. And not be afraid anymore. So I'll probably do more of these where I'm just kind of processing and candidly talking about how I'm feeling. I think it's healthy. I think it's okay to do that. I might have had my self-judgments in the past over people who would do these things. I think that was because of judgment other people had like placed on me for sharing the things that I've gone through that have hurt me. And that's really like what I feel like so much judgment and hate kind of comes down to, is like a programming that you've kind of been inundated with. Sorry, there's a cattail. That's not really your choice, but it's ultimately up to you to change it if you want to. And realizing how you might be capable of inflicting harm onto other people the same way it was inflicted onto you. I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts about trauma or healing and life in general, feel free to share them. Yeah. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna do a little bit of self-care. But thanks for watching, guys.